welcome back to Crafters TV for our last show on this lovely 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to all and every one of you that is celebrating. I've tried to do the best I could in red, white and blue. This was about as red, white and blue as it got. I did get the navy trousers and I did get the red shoes, but that's about as good as it got. So there we go. Right, happy 4th of July. I hope you've had a lovely day wherever you are. I think it's very warm in some places. We've got Elise here saying good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Peace and love to you. We've got Violet Hastings said happy 4th of July from a, in capitals, a very hot but beautiful day in North Carolina. Perfect reason to stay indoors and have some CC screen time. Couldn't agree more, Violet. Well, you are very welcome to join us and keep cool. Laurie Bennett says, hi friends, happy Independence Day from Gilbert, Arizona. Carletta from Arkansas. Deborah O'Brien says, happy July the 4th, everyone. And Lauren Barnett says, Arkansas in Ben's voice. There we go, there we are, right. And so, and we've also got Carolyn Haynes from NC. What's that, North Carolina, if we say NC? I don't know the terms. And Phil Watson says, good evening. Oh, so there's lots of you with us already. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this show. Now, this is our launch party. We're going to be doing demos from 2 of our recent launches, and because we like to bring you 3 collections or, you know, items on every launch party, we've dug into the archives and we've brought you back a really good value for money collection with our 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So if you are interested, please go on the website and have a look at that, because oh my goodness me, it is an amazing, amazing deal. So there we are, that's what we're going to do. Right, now I'm over here, so I need a crafty pal, and I've got one today. Hello.
The other Mrs. Robinson.
The other Mrs. Robinson.
The other Mrs. Robinson, yes, and we are ready, raring to go, and really excited. I'm excited for the products that we've got in the shop, but I've clapped eyes for the first time.
Yeah.
On the most gorgeous things that I've got under my desk. Have you got some over at yours as well?
I haven't. You've got the previews for them. You've got them all.
Just can't wait. I'm hoping we get to squeeze in the segment to show you some of the most beautiful things that we've got coming up as well. So a little preview of things that are coming up very, very soon. And I know that we'll be sharing those dates with you later on. So yeah, we've got a load lined up. We're going to get kick-started though with the penguins. I'm really excited about these ones as well. But yeah, lots of lovely crafty fun, lots of inspiration. Any questions, head over to our lovely Corrine and we'll fire them away as well.
And we have got Olivia on our socials tonight, so she is going to fire questions. Wow, there's loads of you in here. Deborah says, you look lovely and cool. Well, I have to just get a bit warm in here, Deborah. Diane Cadman says, hello, everyone. Evening or watching from Scotland says, O's 29. Donna Yam says, good afternoon, everyone. We are under a heat index warning, 105 to 115 here in Florida. That's a tad warm. Tad warm. I can't do that. I'm trying to go that into centigrade. If we take 30 off, it's coming up for about 40 degrees.
Wow.
Yes, that's tad warm. I love my top. Thank you. That's very kind of you, Donna. Betty says hello from Idaho. Mary Beth Dorr says hello. Hi again from Minnesota. Jane Adams says hi, everyone from Las Vegas. Happy 4th of July. Oh, wow. They just said 105 is 55. That can't be right, because you normally you take 30, 40. Yeah, there we go, yeah.
My goodness.
40.5, there you go, it is. And Barbara R says, hello everyone from Indiana. Now, didn't know this, Lynn Blacklish, if only we'd have known this, we could have brought back the kit. Lynn Blacklish, hashtag Grow Life Granny said, did you know it's Alice in Wonderland Day today?
Oh!
Did not know that. We could have brought through the looking glass.
Oh, we've got some left though.
Well, that's the point. I'm saying this without actually knowing all the information.
I didn't know that.
I'm talking, right, as if I know. Anyway, what I do know we've still got, and this is the last live hour that you will see this, because it will obviously we'll have a new pick of the day at 11 AM tomorrow morning, is our tri-blend markers. It's a 24-piece collection. It is the essentials, so the colours you are going to get are just there. So you've got your dark reds, your corals, oranges. I love how you're going through your yellows, into your greens, into your turquoise, and then blues, purples, pinks, browns, all the different browns, greys and your fair skin as well. So that's absolutely brilliant. Now, 24 pens gives you 72 colours because they are your tri-blend markers. So you've got 3 different colours, all 3 shades of the same colour tone, all within 1 pen. Now, $79.99 or $119.99 is your normal price for these. And you've seen those on shows at that price, day in, day out, week in, week out. But today we're going to give it you for an even better price of £55 or $80. Basically, you are going to save £1 a pen or $1.50 per pen. So that is absolutely fantastic. Your tri-blend pens, as I said, you're going to get the 3 colours within the pen. So this is a dark red, and yeah, this is what Debbie and I were saying, like, that's better. You've got DR1, DR3 and DR4. They don't have to be consecutive numbers, but as long as they are sequential, then you are going to get the perfect blend on those. It's 24 pens, 72 colours. Look at that. All that loveliness. Now, your platinum price today is £44 or $64. You're going to get your double points, but I can give it you for an even better price. If you want this for £39 or $59, then please use your code SUMMER, SUMMER, in the discount box at the end, and you will get £5, $5, €5, wherever you are, off your purchase. It's a one-time only purchase. It expires on the 9th, which is 5 days, and can't be used on gift cards. So there's a couple of exclusions. Put the code in. Oh, look, we're going to put a little banner on. There you go. We're going to put the code in. If it isn't appropriate for this purchase, then it will tell you, but I bet you it probably is. So there you go. We can get those for £39, which is half price, because they should be just shy of £80. So yeah, that would be absolutely perfect to make sure you get those while they're still on that price. Even if you've already had them in the past, you know, maybe you're going to want them to top up and replace some of the ones that you've used lots of. Now, we've also got Lois here, says, good afternoon, everyone from Ohio. Linda Armstead, happy 4th of July from Maryland. Lisa Whitmer says, hello from Tennessee. You both look lovely today. We are hot today, so going to stay in and watch to stay cool. Perfect. Zoe Carver says, evening, everyone from West Sussex. Cheryl Kay says, I'm crafting with Through the Looking Glass right now. Perfect for Alice in Wonderland Day. There we go. And Carolyn Wilson says, hello from Florida. Both of you lovely ladies are looking especially lovely today. Well, you are all the nicest people. You really, really are. Now, do you do a lot for 4th of July? I'm just wondering. I don't know. I think I only know what I see in films, like parades and family barbecues and all the rest of it. So, well, because it's probably, what is it, about 1 p.m. East Coast time, I take it that'll happen later on this afternoon, this evening, maybe? I don't know.
I tell you what, Corrine, why don't they tell us? Yeah. Write in the comments what they're getting up to.
Know. Yeah. What do you do to celebrate 4th of July? It would be lovely to hear. Really, really lovely. Anyway, in the meantime, now this has been our top selling item of the day, apart from the sunflowers, which you sold out, because that was a top seller, so you sold them all out. But this is the next top seller, very close behind. Now, this is your cute penguins. It is a 6 stamp set. So you're going to get 6 sheets or 6 packs with these in. So each one gives you a penguin, and then quite a few independent little sort of sentiment stamps as well. We all love this one. Oops, I'm always doing that. We love this one. He's cute behind his hand, or as we all be saying, behind his big outlandish moustache, which we are loving. Then we've got Snow What Fun. Absolutely beautiful, and again with all those sentiments. We've got Have an Ice Day, and if you can think of a better way for him to get his skates on rather than Velcro, because he's got little flippers, then we want to know about that too. We've got Christmas Hugs. Doesn't he look cute in that? I think that's how I look in my Christmas jumpers these days, just sort of that all round. You know, I've got some that are just like, no. Oops. Sending holiday cheer is a penguin in a box, because who doesn't want a penguin in a box? And finally, we've got making spirits bright, which is so much fun. Perfect if you've got those teens or those tweens that you're thinking, how can I send them lovely Christmas cards? Just hold that tight so it doesn't slip away. Now, individually, these would come to £93.94 or $35.70, but we're going to give you them today on a platinum price of £19.15 or $28.56. And try your code SUMMER against those. See what that does. Just going to bring it under £15 or under $25. So, yeah, that would be brilliant if you could do that. Now, you loved Debbie's first demo with us and made it demo of the show. So she's going to show you a few samples and then do another demo.
I am, yes, because I'm conscious it's very early for our stateside friends, our wake-up call. So I'm going to do a little masking technique in this one as well. But I'm going to show you a few samples because I think the samples from other people on our design team show you all the lovely things that you can use with Christmas papers, whether it be traditional colours or those contemporary colours, and lots of different ways that you can use them because they're absolutely, oh God, beyond super cute. Love this one because this has got that, do you know the dome globes that you can get hold of, and turned it into, using one of our die sets, the most beautiful snow globe. It's just glorious. I absolutely adore this little man. It just reminds me of me. Every single Christmas with my lights. They drive me mad. I have them tucked in every orifice when I'm trying to spin around the Christmas tree and the Christmas tree and the Christmas... Because in my wisdom, when I decided to have Christmas last year, bought myself 1,000 lights.
Oh, that's nice.
But they're not detached. They're not in bits. They are 1,000 lights on one line. And it's like, have you tried getting 1,000 lights on a Christmas tree?
Don't...
Honestly, Corrine...
Not trying to speak to the preach, but don't you put them onto a piece of card when you take them off your last
no,
year?
I can't be doing with that. I can't be doing with that.
That's what I do.
So
I take them off.
Round, I wrap it round.
Your arm and your elbow.
And then I go like that, and then shove it in. And then when I come out, don't ask me how. I mean...
The loft fairy.
The loft fairy, well, actually,
Goblin.
The room fairy, because I've got them in little calyx units.
Ah.
The room fairy, I don't know what he does with him. Because he just messes... I've already seen that, mind you, I do, because I caught my little grandson in the Christmas box and told him to get out because they were like, I saw him with the Christmas lights, get off them Christmas lights! But that's usually me. Every year, when the kids were little, every single year, I used to get myself in a pickle. But look how gorgeous. Now, you mentioned earlier, Corrine, if you've got those double-sided dies, that you could be doing those as well.
Exactly.
And it does work so beautifully together. So that's why I found that one. I thought that is
brilliant.
Absolutely a brilliant idea there. Lots of lovely ways that you can use them, Corrine, from your apertures. That's creating a lovely aperture there. Oh, I say an aperture. A lovely aperture, so the inside and the outside together. Look at this. In those gorgeous dark colours. I absolutely love that. Mine and Corrine's favourite from today is this beautiful...
Oh, I just think that's
absolutely
gorgeous.
Stunning card that looks like it's not even been stamped with it. It looks like it's been drawn, hand-drawn. Absolutely stunning. What about your gift boxes as well? And if you did catch that show earlier on, you'll see that I did the masking technique where we had a little penguin party. But I did say to you, I'm going to have a little penguin choir now.
All right, OK.
So I'm going to use the gorgeous Christmas Blessings. I love this one. And I think Ben and Jan have had a little titter or two with this one because they were saying it looks like a moustache when it's been coloured in. I see it as a lovely little shy little angel on the Christmas stage on his play, and it's like he's hiding behind. That's how I see it. I know it's a praying one because of the Christmas Blessings, and I know he's like meant to be praying with his angel, his halo, but we all interpret stamps in a different way, don't we? Now, we are going to be using some masking tape. I am also going to be using some watercolour cardstock because guess what I'm using with this one?
You're not going to use your aqua pens if you've got watercolor?
Yes, I am.
I meant your alcohol pens, that's what I meant.
No, I'm not using my alcohol pens, I'm going to use my aqua pencils.
Excellent, oh, we look forward to that.
Because there was such a good deal on them today that I thought, you know what, I'm absolutely going to use that. Now, I'm going to bring in my stamping platform because first things first, I want to get him lined up and I want to get him started with this lovely little Christmas choir that I've got in my head, how he's going to look. So, first things first, hold that cardstock down. I have chosen watercolour cardstock because I'm using a water-based medium, the Aqua Blends, and I'm going to use my stamp. I'm going to place him just a little bit down here.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to switch my ink pad because I did mention earlier when alcohol pen, you use the alcohol proof, water-based products or water-soluble product, you're going to use your waterproof dye. So I've switched up my ink pad.
It's really easy to remember, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
If you're doing water-based ink, you want waterproof, because you think about it, it's got to be waterproof, hasn't it?
Yeah, because you know, the one thing when we were acting store, everyone used to come in and say, what ink pad does what does what, you know, and it used to be quite a minefield.
Yeah.
And literally, and I used to have to write it down. I had little notes in store because I always used to get confused myself until Leanne came up with this concept of having it. And I don't mean it in a horrible way, but almost idiot-proof, so you can't go wrong. Because we've simplified it. That's what I love about Leanne. She thinks about it in the way that a crafter would want. I don't want big fancy words. I just want to know which ink pad, which it does. So the opposite, the negative, whatever it is that you call it, I don't want to know that. I want to know which one I need to use. And you couldn't find anything easier than something with a paintbrush on the front, because I know that that's a water-based that I'm going to use it with. Now look how super cute it's so cute. Now I did say that for this technique, for your masking, you can use your drawing gum, but you have to let it dry before you'll be able to use it. So it doesn't take too long to dry, I'm not going to lie, but you could use masking tape. So again, because I've got that just down there, I'm going to give it another little light touch, because it's not, I don't want something precise with this one. What I'm just wanting.
So you're going to have to take it off the roll.
I know I am. Do you know? Do you know,
no good,
Corrine, I'm thinking, what am I doing? I need a little bit off the roll. Absolutely, I do. But I'm trying to keep it there over the little stamp, because I know that this is. I'm not going to take it off and start messing about. But yeah, absolutely, take it off the roll, Debbie. But when you stamp it, can you see where it's missed that little area?
Yeah.
This is the lovely thing about having this. I do need to see where I'm going to be cutting out. So it's just a case of going down until you get that right, and then you're going to take your little scissors. And you're going to fussy cut around it. Now you will see with mine, because I do say this is a full roll of tacky. So it's a bit like your post-it notes, but a post-it note only just has it at the top end, not all the way down, whereas this one is absolutely all over. So I reuse mine as much as I can get out of it without it being distorted.
Stick them back on the stamp. The stamping
Stick it back on your stamp, so you use it on there, or a little bit of scrap paper, but pop him down, because I'm now ready to do the placement, and this is when I'll take him off that stamp platform, keep my cardstock where it is, and then have a play. So he's going to be the foreground, so I'm going to stick this one a little bit behind him, and we're going to come in, and we're just going to, so I'm going to use, so earlier on you saw my little penguin party had a few different images. I want the same one.
All right, okay.
It's a choir. They're singing in their little choir on their school stage. This is my little story that I tell myself when I'm ever... Do you do it? Do you tell yourself a little story? Or do you just craft? Sometimes, yeah. And I absolutely love these. I fell in love with them. The minute I got so excited when I was told I was doing a launch with them down at you know where. So absolutely love that. Now, I'm going to keep that there for now, because I'm going to put one on this side. And I'm going to try and even it up a little bit and have them like in the same place where you would imagine a choir to be. So I'm going to pop that one down. And then again,
careful not to smudge, because obviously you can see there's residual ink on
there is
stamp.
That exactly. Now that's the lovely thing about this. Now I did have somebody come this week at Chesterfield and said, "Oh, I'm getting a really terrible imagery. I'm getting ghosting." And I showed her how to use it, because we've got give in this. There's a little bit of, can you see where you get it into the feet, the footwells? But can you see how it moves?
Yeah.
And the danger there is that when you go and you push down, so you move it and it moves forward. If I was to do that now, I'll get ghosting. What you're doing is you're going directly over the stamp and pushing down. So you're not in any way moving it. You won't get that ghosting. And that's just the trick that you need to remember. You just go down, push down, get that image all the way down.
Taught me that you put it on and then you just pause. And that actually just lets
because it stops you from doing what you would automatically do. And if I was to do it now, I would automatically push and then push down. And what I've done is I've actually moved fraction, but gets that ghost. So what I want to do is just push down, and that's how you remember that. And it's a good tip that actually, Corrine, about pausing, because absolutely. Now, I'm going to create a little bit of a scene going off, so I'm going to have a couple up here. But I've got these two. Now, if I was to stamp now over the top, it'll go right over the head. So you're going to repeat the process of what I did.
So your one in the middle is starting to look a little bit
it's starting to look a bit messy. Don't worry though, because you can still keep reusing it. And personally, I would rather just reuse them a few times until until you know it's getting, because it's a little bit of a big roll,
Yeah.
is what that is. So I'm just now going to place them over the top. So you can see I've already pre-done these, but I need to make sure that I am covering over the area that I want it to cover.
And I was saying earlier, I love that it's such a lightweight paper so it doesn't create a step.
Exactly. Exactly. So now I'm going to have my little characters, and obviously if you are doing this you need to be careful because there is still there's still some residue on there, so you do need to be careful. So if you're unsure, just dab it down, or you can clean your stamp, because what I don't want to do is put it down and then pick it up because I will end up leaving some marks on. So I just want to position it, and I'm going to have I'll have him there. Let's get that one done. So if I pop that there, I'm trying to be careful there. And then I'm going to pick it up with my stamping platform. And then, so you can see there's a little bit there. Ink it back up again. And then come in now and do exactly the same. Pause like you've done. I love that little top tip, Corrine. It's an absolutely fabulous one. Just literally push that down. And then you end up with them sat behind each other. Now, I can see that I've got, you know, him there and this one. I'm going to keep these two on because what I want to do is place another one here. However, I've got to be careful of this one now.
Yeah.
So it's exactly the same. So I am going to grab my poker tool and I'm going to just carefully peel back.
Because you know you're not going to go over him in the next...
I know I'm not coming over here now, so I know I'm safe. But I want to cover this one up. So again, line it up. And if you've just got a little bit, you can position it. There we go. So now I know that all of this area is covered, so I'm okay. I'm not going to be coming down here, so it's okay to do that again.
You can't, sometimes it's hard to see what you're actually doing.
Yeah, because it looks such a mess at the minute, doesn't it? When you look at it, you're thinking, oh my God, what's she doing? But I promise you it's worth doing this. And you, like I said, you could do this. You could have like 4, 3, 2, 1. You could make it as big or as little as you wanted, but I'm just showing you. I'm going to do 5 tops, and I'm going to come back in now with the ink, and I'm just going to finish off my little, and this is why having this platform again is another good one to have. Not sure if it's in stock. Check that website out and see if it is. Now, you have to be careful because sometimes like this one's got a wobbly leg up here, so what I'm just going to do is just go over the top and push down. And literally now, if I peel everything off...
This is when it comes to life.
It does. It comes to life. And this is when you see now that it's worth getting your masking tape. Absolutely. Or it's called Mask It tape.
Yeah. It's in stock.
Yeah, it is in stock. We checked that earlier. And then when you peel everything off, oh my God, it's
Look at that.
Glorious, because everything now looks to perfection. Him hiding behind his wing, these are not interfered with. It just looks absolutely fabulous. And then, of course, we're going to do a little bit of colouring. So I'm just going to move that off there for a second, Corrine, because I'm going to use the watercolour.
Ah, right, yes, you said it was watercolour cardstock.
Yeah, which is why I've used watercolour cardstock, which is why I've used the right ink pad, because the next thing that I'm going to come in with, and I'm just going to push that to one side, are these fabulous things. Our fantastic aqua blend. Now, I've brought in the colours of this one because there's 3 in total. Is that correct?
Yeah,
is it
3 boxes, 72 pens.
72 pencils that you're going to get. And the one thing I love about these are they are premium quality. They're artist quality pens. I'm just going to show you. This particular one is the botanical one. You can see all the colours, but the presentation of these is fabulous. Keep them in the tins if you can. And all that array of colour. You've got that beautiful, and I mean, these are top quality pencils. That lovely water-soluble... I'm going to call it, it's not a wax because it's not wax, but a water-soluble...
medium.
Thank you. I'm trying to think of the core, the
word.
leg, whatever you want to call that. But they are absolutely stunning. I'm going to show you these colours in further detail so you can see them. And they are water soluble, and not just with your paint brushes or your Spectrum Noir water brushes, but also things with our clear overlay pens, so you can pick up and create a glittery effect. Anything that reacts with water, these are going to be the one. Now there's 12 in this. 24 in this colour, But there's colours in here that you can mix and match and create more palette. So you've got more palette to be able to use with. And the colours are absolutely gorgeous. I love some of the names as well. I think the names are fabulous. That's your botanicals. The next one that you get in is the portrait. So this is going to be perfect for all your skin tones. And you've got lovely greens and blues in there and some nice purples.
The eyes and things,
oh, honestly, they're just gorgeous. Again, you've still got, because you're having the whole, is it the whole lot of this?
Yeah.
Have we got the details on the side? Oh, there's the bottom, isn't it? Thank you very much, Charlotte. Again, look at that price. It's just absolutely incredible. So that's your portrait collection. And then lastly, in this one, you are also getting your landscape. I think we've actually covered practically everything there, bar one. There's a lot of pencils. That's a lot of colours for your money. And like I said, beautifully presented as well. Keep them in there. You don't want them rolling off or breaking that lead that's inside there. And I said lead, the water-soluble medium. But they're absolutely fabulous. And when I say that they work, oh, honestly, these are just beautiful. And I'm going to show, in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in straight away in colour.
Okay.
Now, I do this, and I remember the first time you joined us, Corrine, and you've not worked with these before, about that lovely, and it is always a good little tip, of if you don't want to take all your pencils out, you can scribble some onto here, and if I just show you what I mean by that, and again, just pop yourself quite a bit of colour onto there. I barely use any of that pencil, to be honest, but then you've got a little walking palette that you can take around with you, and you simply just pick up. But look, I'm going to do it with this one. You can see how water-soluble that is. Now, this is my clear overlay, so I'm adding a little bit of a... Oh, honestly, absolutely, I just love these. We had a question earlier, didn't we, about that? But you have got that then to be able to take on and go directly onto there. Now, where can I have a little bit of... let's go in and do a little bit of... And use that as a palette if you want to.
However, look at the price. These are going down to £20 per tin instead of £25. So it's a 20% reduction on these. And obviously your platinum price is going to go down even more than that. So I think that's £48 or $64, if I remember platinum off there. Yes, it is. Yeah, £48 or $68 is your platinum price for that. I mean, that is phenomenal value for money.
Absolutely it is. Now I'm going to use, I think I am going to use my little water brush. Actually, let me come in and just clean this one, because I feel like doing a little bit of glittering effects with this one. So I'm going to come in now, and let me just make sure I've got rid of all that. Yeah, perfect. Literally just take it and move the colour. It's as easy as that, and I've scribbled the teeny weeniest amount.
And it doesn't matter if you put that colour down, that original colour down today or yesterday,
no, you can
still
pick
blend
up,
it.
If you were to leave that colour and go back to it, you absolutely can and activate it straight away, because it's not... You wouldn't be able to do that with a like, do you know, your aquas? You can to a certain extent, but not as much as you can with the pencils. But honestly...
Because it's not drying out, is it? It's just sitting...
No, and if you want to add a bit more in, make sure you dry off the stage. What you don't want to be doing is taking that into anything wet. So you could pop a little bit down onto there, and then you could pick up. And do you know when you want to do those shading techniques? You can go back in and you can add that to it at any point. If it was dry, I could go back in with it, Corrine, while it were dry, and literally pick up and go in.
How could I dry it then? With a heat gun?
Natural or a heat tool.
Perfect.
It's as simple as that. You can force that drying stage at any point, but when I say that these, and they're very forgiving, I always talk about colouring in terms of our anything that's a water-based one, like our aqua pens, like our tricolour aquas, like our aqua blend pencils. They're very forgiving. You can get away with most things, to be fair, because once you've laid down alcohol colour, it's very difficult to get it back off, unless you use your, what I call the eraser pen.
The blender pen.
The blender pen, that's what it is. It should have a name eraser on there. But you absolutely don't need... With this, it's so easy. And like I said, you can go in and you can add more detail, more shade, more dimension. You can mix your colour palette as well. So let's come in with... because I'm going to give you these back in a bit, Corrine, because I know I've pinched your set.
It's okay.
But you can absolutely mix a couple of colours. Now, normally, with an aqua pen, you have to do it on a glass mat and then pick it up. But with these, I'm looking for me yellow. Let's see if I can grab... let's have a look what's in portrait one. Let's get them more spread out. Yeah, I'm going to go in with... I tell you what, I'll go with blue. Let's go in with that blue. Yeah, that's a nice one. Try not to mix my colours up. And going with, let's try with this one. So you can take it and pop it onto your paper. And then you can actually go over the top, but you can also, you can mix it like you would with a normal palette, and you can create different colours. So straight away, that's created a different type of shade. And then you can have a little play again. And I'm just going to change my wings this time. I'm going to go up here. But you absolutely can create the most amazing things. And you can also mix your colours. So you could go back in, and I can drop a little bit of pink just down there, a little tiny scribble. That's where I'll get rid of that blue. And then come in now and move that around and mix the colours together. Honestly, they're absolutely fabulous. I love them. If you want to add more, use that palette and create that extra bit of colour in there so that you can create and build up different colours from that blue and that pink to create that lovely, almost lilac-y shade. Let them dry naturally. Whatever it is that you want to do, you absolutely can do. In terms of, do you know we talked about grounding earlier? Let me use a blue again. Let me bring this blue back in. But you can just drop, oh, I think this is purple actually. Oh, it is, it's aubergine. Didn't realise. Every single pencil has a colour name to it, but just ground yours. I'm grounding this one with a lovely purple shade. The one that I've done in a second, which you'll see, is not. It's been done in, let me just have a look. Let me use that one again. I do love a bit of glitter, I'm not going to lie. Let's get that clear. And then just, like I said...
And there's no duplicates across the 3 tins?
None at all. None at all. But absolutely beautiful. And you can create all your backgrounds here. So we're talking earlier, and we've just grounded those now onto there, but talking about putting your blue around there, you can absolutely do all of those things with these pencils. I absolutely adore them. I'm just trying to be careful that I have not mixed my colours up, Corrine, because I'll have me gut. Well, I think Tracy'd have the guts for garters. I think she would. She wouldn't be very happy with me that I've been mixing them up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you have to turn the tin over to see the names that are in each tin, by which time everything's fallen out, so yeah.
But honestly, they are fabulous. Where's my grey gone again? They're absolutely fabulous. Whether you're going in straight away and adding the colour, you can add, and you can pop, if you want, like I said, quite a little bit down, or you can scribble the lightest of touch. Just, you don't need a lot. A lot does not... You don't need to have that. And these, can I tell you, my pencils are going strong. Now, how long have I been? Yeah, could be 7 years.
Wow.
7 years mine have gone. I think the only difference that we've done is we've changed the tins slightly. Mine's are the older tin, but they are still going strong.
Can you sharpen them with a regular Spectrum Noir pencil sharpener?
Yeah, absolutely. And it would be the same way that we tell you to do with any of our pencils. So the same with the wax pens, you know, the wax pencils. Take your sharpener and turn the sharpener, not the pencil.
Not the pencil.
Yeah, that's just a little top tip we always give you. But how beautiful are they? And look, I've not scribbled anything down there, but I'm still going on and on and on. And like I said, if you've got a little bit at the side of you, rather than having to add it back in, you can just pick them up. Anybody of any skill level, anybody of any colouring, you know, I always used to get asked it a lot. The majority of the questions that used to come in, which medium shall I start with? And I did used to direct them to, and I never would have done. When I first started, I would have said, no, go with alcohol pens, until I started using them. And these are the ones that I would always recommend now that people go to, because they're absolutely incredible. And like I said, a little goes a very long way.
So our Lynn Morton, who emailed this morning, said she didn't have the ability. Her words, not mine. Her words, not mine. If she had a go at this, she'd be able to do this, wouldn't she?
Anybody, Corrine, seriously, anybody could have a go at these. They're so easy to work with. And like I said, I'm just picking some up now from a little bit of a scrap paper that I've got on here and doing a little bit of a colour mix between the two, because you can. And it would be a little bit... I mean, it's achievable with an alcohol marker to a certain extent. But it's so easy with these pencils to be able to achieve these kind of looks. And I'm using my sparkle, clear sparkle.
Brilliant. I was just about to ask you. Kristen has just said, is Debbie using a glitter brush or something else?
Yeah, it's my glitter brush.
Show Kristen what you're using, please.
It's the clear overlay sparkle pencil. clear overlay sparkle pen, and when you do pick up, it acts as a water brush, but with a little shimmer of sparkle in it, so that when it dries, they will dry with this gorgeous sparkle. And I do love a bit of sparkle in my life, absolutely. But just play around with them and colour. Now, I didn't use my sparkle pen for this particular one. That is them all coloured in. I did use just purely my pencils. I went back in afterwards to add a little bit more down as well. But it's like the same with anything. If you're not happy with that transition, you can still go in and you can soften those areas. So if I go in, I can still soften, and I can also add a little bit of sparkle afterwards if I want to do that. And I'm just going to, do you know what I'm going to do? Just sparkle.
Sparkle the wings.
The wings, yeah.
I'll quickly read a couple of comments coming in. Here we go. I've lost where I was up to. Kim says, hi, everyone. Winona, 83, says, happy 4th from Southern California. Hot dogs and fries is how Cheryl Kay celebrates the 4th of July. There we go. Carletta says, we have a cookout and watch fireworks to celebrate. Loads of different ways. Winona, 83, says, we go to the parade in town and a barbecue and watch fireworks later with friends and family. Brilliant. Tim C says, hi all, just in from work, how is everyone doing? We're doing brilliant, Tim, thank you. Hi Corrine, CTV team and Debbie. Ooh, Anne from Twin Cities, you're nearly there, Debbie, and I'll stop for a minute. It's going to be hot today and it's supposed to rain later. I don't enjoy fireworks anymore, so I plan on finishing my craft projects that I'm entering into the State Fair this year. Right, I'll read the next comments in a minute.
Did you just say a Tim? Is that the Tim that came to Chesterfield? Is that the same Tim that came to my Chesterfield class on... I said class.
Oh, yes, it says. That was not the next one. The comment after it says, thank you again, Debbie, for the amazing course on Saturday at the Chesterfield branch. There you go. I didn't quite get to that comment.
Oh, it was so lovely to meet him. Such a lovely, lovely young man and lovely crafter as well. He was sharing some of his makes with me. So absolutely a joy to meet you as well. It was. I really enjoyed it. I think Tim came to my first session. I'm glad he didn't come to my last. I looked bedraggled. I looked like I'd gone through an edge backwards. Because
you've been busy.
It was full on. I had 4 sessions, all of them were full. Not much time in between anything. So much so I didn't even get time for a dinner. It was crazy busy. But do you know what? We had a lot of fun, and it was lovely to see people use the ink pads, because it was a make and take. Because I know there was a lovely lady that was a bit disappointed we didn't make anything, but it was never about making anything. It was a make and take. Techniques. Come and have a little technique, have a little play with something that you probably wouldn't normally play with. And that was the overall feedback that I got, that people were actually quite chuffed that they had that opportunity to do that, because there's little techniques that you probably think, would I try them? Well, I push some people out the comfort zones. Yeah. And the majority, like I said, absolutely loved having a play. The baby wipe technique blew a lot of people. They loved that one. And there were all sorts of different people that came across that day, which was lovely. And old faces and new. Tim being a new one. I'd not met Tim before, so it was lovely to meet Tim. And so many people. And can I just I'm just going to give them now a big shout out. I did put a post on my social media, but I want to just say a big thank you to Sarah, Ali, and the rest of the team, and in particular Katie, who, without Katie's help, I simply would not have been able to do that class. No. Those classes throughout that day, because she came in and she kept me time checked. You know what I'm like? Yeah. I get talking and I get doing me. Do you talk a lot? Yes, I do. It has been said once or twice, Corrine, that I talk and chat a lot. But she kept me in check with my time, and also cleared up and helped me get everything ready and reset for the next set of people that come in. So to Katie personally, thank you very much, because I honestly could not have done that without you. And to all of the team and all the people that came, it was just a joy. Thank you very much for making, excuse me, this girl very happy. Right, I'm going to put that on the top. I'm going to have a quick swig, because talking too much creates
a frog in your throat. How perfect is that? I love that, with that water reactive inks around the outside, just lighten it up a little bit.
And you know, that's exactly it. It's a water reactive one. Not like the duet, a little bit of faux bleaching, because when you add different colour with a water reactive, you can get the undertone of a different colour. So there's a bit of pink under there from that tone under the pink. But you can use any of your ink pads as well. But look how beautiful they look when they are put together and stuck down on a card, and my little choir of shy angel penguins there. I absolutely love this collection.
That is absolutely gorgeous, and if you want those today, that is £19.15 or $28.56. That is one of your 6 sets. So you could be doing that. You could have a mixed choir, you could have individual choir. It's entirely up to you. So that is perfect. Right, so let's go. Oh, Fred171 says, we make homemade ice cream for the 4th, usually using fresh fruit. Either peaches or strawberries are yummy. That sounds really good. Ooh. Lisa Whitmer says, this 4th of July, we are just going to watch the fireworks later tonight. We usually decorate the house all up and cook out on the grill, which we're doing, but we're not going to shoot off fireworks this year, so they must be watching somebody else's. Sue Benson says, happy 4th of July to everyone. Chilly, raining and cold here. The city of Laurel, Montana puts on a fireworks show that would make Washington, DC jealous. We can see most of it from our front porch. Well, that is amazing. Good morning, everyone from sunny Montana. Happy 4th of July to those celebrating, says Mary Pat 1000. Faye Parks says, hello, everyone from Faye in Kent. Quick question, got that one for you in a minute. Michelle Harris says, I've been enjoying my foiling machine, more foiling dies, so that's what she would like. Need more foiling dies, sorry. Tricia says, awesome, Debbie. Evening, Debbie. Corrine, Team Social and CTV team from Newcastle, says Lynn. Sil Sparky says, hi everyone from a cold and wet but less windy London. And where did this unauthorised autumn weather come from? I know, it's not on, is it? It's not on. Eve B, sorry, I'll go through these as quick as I can. I have to say the top CC products for me have been the stamping platform and the aqua pencils. Well, thank you for sharing that, Eve. We can wax lyrical about them all day and tell you how fantastic they are. But when the customers come in and say that, that's lovely. Afternoon all, says Laurel. I just love when Debbie explains things using the masket tape with the stamps. Who knew? There we are, masket tape. Patricia Powell says, good morning, happy 4th to all my friends in the States. Andrew Bennett says, evening all from a wet and rather damp Plymouth. Oh dear. Pretty Penguin says, Michelle, very colourful penguin, says sensational sky. Amy Cave, I'm nearly there, says, hello everyone and happy 4th from Los Angeles. Today I'm protecting my poor cats from the big bad booms of the fireworks and hopefully my friends are up to getting out and about. Hi, says Panda Crafts. Lovely to meet you, Debbie. Techniques were brilliant, says Tim. He enjoyed it. Jane Adams says, having chicken fingers, fries and onion rings plus homemade ice cream. Seems that homemade ice cream's a big thing. Panda Crafts wanted to come, but it was her son's 21st birthday and they had a family barbecue. Family is everything. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that. Lois said, a very sweet card. Thank you, Debbie. I wonder what carol singing they are singing. Now, I can't answer this one, Sylv. She says, I'm hungry. Just in case anyone was wondering, what shall I have to eat? Decisions. There we go. Well, we can't answer that. I don't know what you've got in. I don't know. There we go. Hope everyone is safe and well and having a lovely 4th of July, says Lynn Morton. Panda Craft says she's just in the craft shed making an 80th birthday card for a friend's daughter. So beautiful, says Lynn Morton. Adorable, says Jane Adams. Love the penguin, says Jessica. I have an order in for the set. And evening, ladies, just tuned in as I had 40 winks as I've been up at crack of dawn at work, said Stephen. So that is brilliant. Right, I've caught up on your comments. Now, we're going to have a quick break, all about our 'Tis the Season. When we come back, I've got a lot of loveliness to show you here, and our Debbie's going to find you lots and lots of samples to really whet your appetite with something that if you were watching on Saturday, you might have seen a first look of. So watch the video, all about our 'Tis the Season sale. Come back, and I'm going to share this with you, and you are going to be blown away.
La 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 la. Oh hello, you caught me in full Christmas swing, decking the halls. Yeah, I know it's summer, but for crafters, 'tis the season to get started on those Christmassy projects. You can get an extra head start on our 'Tis the Season sale. We've got up to 70% off hundreds of Christmas crafting goodies. Shop with us from the 26th of June till the 8th of July for a snowstorm of amazing seasonal offers. From stamps and dies to shimmering and snowy embellishments, this is our early Christmas gift to you. So many amazing offers you won't want to miss out on. Tune in to Crafters TV and shop the Crafters Companion website for our fabulous 'Tis the Season sale. Ah.
My answer here has to be Tracy.
I'm going to give a little shout out to our Tracy.
I think if I had to nominate somebody, I'd probably go with Tracy.
Because Tracy keeps me fully supplied with cups of tea whenever I'm working here. She always finds me the things that I've lost, and she's always great to be around.
Sort of get involved with our sample library, which is massive. It's where all the samples are kept, all nice and neatly, all labelled up. And part of their job is to get the necessary samples out for the shows that we do every day, get them all ready and prepared, often display them, tidy them away again, pop them back in the sample library, and that takes an inordinate amount of time.
Because they literally are the cogs that keep us working, and I don't think a lot of people realise just what they do for us in terms of getting everything show ready so that we can come in, get ready and be relaxed to go on air and do those kind of things.
So that is just a small part of what they do, you know, as well as being floor managers during the shows, getting us any products that we need, and most importantly, bringing the coffee.
Everybody on screen knows I make everybody's tea with coffee.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. I've been looking through all your comments. It's lovely to see these because it just seems that everybody has different traditions for the same celebration. I suppose it's the same here. We all do different things on Mother's Day, on Easter, at Christmas, for birthdays. But Linda Vasquez says having a cookout for the 4th, grilled steak and homemade potato salad along with veggies and other salads. Laurel says all by myself this 4th, but still having hot dogs and potato salad, then watching the fireworks on TV. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Pamela says menu here is grilled steaks, baked potatoes, baked beans, salad and watermelon. Oh, that sounds nice. Laurie says happy 4th of July. Just watching the fireworks from DC and Boston on the television. Was it already dark there? Wow. Crafting tell then BC too hot. Maybe crafting before, but now it's got too hot. Gorgeous penguin card. Chili dogs and French fried onion rings, said Sue. Oh, Amy Cave says, I'm making some sort of tacos, Navajo tacos and pineapple upside down cake for today. It's going to be far too hot for grilling. Oh, love a pineapple upside down cake. Do you put the glacé cherries between each pineapple ring? That's what we always used to do. Doing barbecued brats.
Brats?
And
Barbecue brats?
Yeah, bratwurst, sausages.
Oh, I thought you said brats. I'm thinking brats.
Yeah, that's what it says, brats, B-R-A-T-S.
But I thought you said... Oh, no, I've lost the thing in my ear.
You left it in your ear?
I've lost it in my ear, yeah. I just have to, just have a little play with that. But I thought you said brats.
No. Brats, B-R-A-T-S, brats. Bratwurst, I think, yes.
Yes.
There you go, because Sue is in Wisconsin and she's having bratwurst with corn on the cob, so it's obviously a thing. Have you got it out, Debbie?
Yeah, I just literally rested. I just pulled it, pushed it back on, and then I'm resting it in me ear now, just in case.
Oh, and Elk says we are in Universal Studios amusement park in Florida.
Oh, lovely.
Wow, I bet that is brilliant. I bet they have a brilliant fireworks display. Now, okay, so if you watched on Saturday with Lily and the wonderful Michelle, you will have seen a first look of this collection. Now, this is one of the first collections launching in our Christmas event next week with Sarah on Monday. So tune in on Monday if you want it. Make sure you don't miss out, because I think this is going to be really popular. So it is our Sarah Signature Snow Queen collection. Look at that for a snowflake. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? It's the frame. It is the Frozen Dreams. Isn't that gorgeous? Cut it into your cardstock, cut it out of your cardstock. We've got edger dies. Aren't they beautiful? We've got sentiment, Frosty and Bright, Hello Winter, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Best Christmas Wishes. You know, have a winterful Christmas. Wonderful, wonderful sentiments. Now this one, I had to look at this and think, this can't be the same die. This is the die. It comes in two pieces, the outer and the inner. If you cut it without the outer, it cuts into your cardstock like that. Now, doesn't that look amazing? But if you use it with the outer die, look at what you... It's totally different. You're loving that, aren't you, Debbie?
Absolutely. This is the first time I've seen it.
I know.
This collection is
The Snow
absolutely
Queen.
stunning. Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry. Isn't she beautiful? You don't have to do it in these icy blue colours if you don't want to. Do it in what you want. We've also got the Snowflake Queen. I love this. Look, it's a quarter die that's going to make her little skirt that you're going to be able to concertina up as well. There we go. Apparently they demoed this on Saturday, so make sure you have a look back at that. Then we've got our Midnight Sleigh Ride. Look at that for a reindeer. Look at the display, and then you've got the gorgeous detailing on the sledge. So you've got the stamps and the dies. Now, this one.
Oh,
wow.
my.
It's clearly 3D. Yes, it is 3D. It says on the back. I can feel it's 3D.
You can
Isn't that beautiful? The depth. You want to walk into it, don't you?
I actually feel like I could walk down that and go down. Do you know, like that is taking you right into it.
Each one. Isn't that beautiful? Now, 2D embossing folder is Winter Journey. I love that. Beautiful. Now, I'm now looking at sort of my consumable elements. I've got my crushed ice glitter. Can you see? Oh, look.
Oh, that is beautiful.
There, look. I want to just go in all the different colours. Isn't that gorgeous? You have got some glitter glue. Now, talk about glitter glue. We're going to be looking more detail in some different glitter glues in a minute. We have got the light blue, the white and the silver. They are gorgeous. This is your shimmer spray. Now, if you bought some of the shimmer sprays before, this is... Oh, I keep doing that. This is a gold shimmer spray. I shouldn't lean on them. Then you've got your seam binding ribbons. And finally, oh, look at this.
The charms.
Your metal charms. Now, I don't know the configuration for the sale for Monday, but you're also going to have available 5x5 lightweight pearl paper. Look at that. So that's going to work for her skirt.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Then you're going to get your vellum and acetate. So normally you either get vellum like that, or you get acetate like this, but not in this one. You're going to get 12 sheets of 8x8. So you're going to get 6 vellum and 6 of your acetate. I love that. Just think of that for your boxes with the little dots on. Isn't that brilliant? You are going to get your 12x12 paper pad. Oh, I haven't even opened this. Look. Oh, my goodness me.
I've just opened the one over here because I wanted to see it.
Catches your breath.
It's just insane.
It really does. Look. Oh,
they're like works of art. They're things that you could put in, like, hanging picture frames.
Oh, my goodness me.
That is stunning.
Honestly,
oh
I hadn't... Look at the castle. But imagine going over this with those sparkly glitter glues. That would be amazing. Wow, if that doesn't say snow, look at the little ballerina. Oh, I can't point to it backwards. There we go. That is good. You're going to spot different things every time. Look at that. Sorry, I'm a bit like a stuck record because this is just beautiful. Oh, my. Wow, wow. Look at that. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what the configuration of the bundles is going to be. Tune in. Oh, look at that. Look at on the horse. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got luxury. It's got to be pearl, hasn't it? It can't
definitely.
be linen. It's going to have to be pearl to keep with that effect of that snow and the icicles and all that gorgeous shininess. Look at the colours. And that is just going to go so well with that paper pad, isn't it? Wow. Debbie, have you got some samples? Because I'm desperate to see them.
I have. Now, I know that I'm not involved in the launch show next week. I think it's our Sarah. And
It is
Craig.
Sarah.
I think Craig's got it
Oh, has he?
to the end. I think, yeah. I think,
is he a
I'm not
hobby
sure.
maker?
But I do know one thing that I have. The craft along. And that's
You
at the end
lucky
of
thing.
July. The end of July, I have. It's my one and only craft. And the only reason I know it, Corrine, it's my one and only craft along. I feel like I haven't done a craft along for ages. I'm
I've got
thinking,
none in
have
July.
I upset someone that I haven't been able to do a craft along? I haven't done a craft along in donks. So I can't wait to get my hands on this collection and think of something.
Have you had any ideas?
I've got so much running around my head just because I've been looking through those papers, but some of these amazing samples as well. I haven't got the foggiest what I'm going to do at the minute, but I tell you, I can't wait to get my hands on it and play with it. And I know for a fact, and I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to repeat what Alianne says. I predict a blinking, blooming stampede of a riot. Because let me tell you now, when this comes to air on Monday, that wake-up call, I don't know who's doing the wake-up call. I think it could possibly be our Craig. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But I promise you, you do not want to miss out on this collection, all those beautiful papers. Take a look at some of those samples. You can go back and watch the First Look show this weekend with our Michelle, who got to play and show you her beautiful take on it. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been as impressed with the dye as I have with this one. It's stunning. I'm thinking Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
Hanging off your Christmas tree. Honestly, there's so much that you're going to be able to do with that.
I just love the two different effects. It looks so different when used
Yeah.
with or without the outer one.
Absolutely. This has got a piece of that vellum over the top
yes.
of an inky background. Beautiful. She is simply stunning.
Oh, look at the
Simply
edgeable at the
stunning.
top.
Yeah, so the double Z fold, instead of placing it at the bottom, it's been placed at the top to create that lovely icicle look. Absolutely gorgeous. She is beautiful. Oh, let me take this off. I'll have to have a little look.
Lauren says scrapbook pages with the 12 by 12.
Yes, beyond beautiful.
Oh, wow, I thought it'd been cut in half. It's not been folded back. How pretty
Love
is that?
Ah, Julia did that one.
She's a clever old
Beautiful,
thing, isn't she?
beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Taking that belly band off, though, it's driving me mad. That gorgeous embossing folder. Again, that lovely snowflake taking centre stage. I can see Julia's at time of her life with this one. Absolutely. Yes, yes, Julia, we know you have because you've given me all your samples to show. Oh my God, and Julia's done that one as well.
She done that one?
I think Julia might have got this box ready because all her names on the back of them. But Julia, let me just tell you, absolutely amazing. Anybody who's worked on this, I'm just a little bit well gelled, as they say, over here in the UK. A bit Essex girl there. But honestly, absolutely stunning collection. And it's coming to you on Monday. We know Sarah's involved. We'll find out for you who's here on the Monday wake-up call, because I don't think Sarah will be doing the wake-up call. I think it'll be...
Well, I'll have a look in a minute.
It'll be one of us. It's not me. Is it you?
No, and I'm here till Sunday, so it's not me staying over. Not that I know of.
All
Unless
I'm just going to tell you is, do not hang around. Get up, set your alarm clocks, get ready, because it's going to be, and it is, can I just tell you, it's Sarah's first, this is no word of a lie, her first signature collection of Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's going to be huge. If you've been following us for all these years, you'll know that Sarah brings 2 collections every single year in terms of a Christmas. And you know it's the biggest time of the year for her with the terms of her personal collections.
Yeah.
I know that's why she's pulled that one and taken it to bag it for herself, because it's her baby, it's her idea, it's her concept and the team, and it's going to be absolutely stellar, so you can't miss out. Be ready, get them alarm clocks set, and don't miss it, because it's one not to be missed. And I'll tell you something, I think it's one that will be missed because it's going to fly, and I mean fly, literally. Yeah.
It is, yeah, especially if you want multiples of those paper pads, it'd be brilliant, won't it? Valerie, yeah, she's confirmed Bratz is short for Bratwurst, yummy. Amy says Navajo, it's a Native American tribe, and the taco base is fried bread instead of a tortilla. Oh, that's nice. Elk is having cookout and watching the fireworks. Oh, so pretty, says Carletta. Valerie says, I made potato salad, hamburgers and sliced tomatoes for dinner and cherry pie. She says, I am here angry now and having to make brunch. I wonder if she means hangry, that she's hungry, so she's having to make brunch. I think that might be it. Carolyn Hayes says we're having ribs, hot dogs, hamburgers grilled, homemade potato salad, baked beans, crab's legs and shrimp boil and carrot cake. We'll watch the fireworks later tonight if everyone's not napping. Well, if you eat all that, I think you will be napping. Beautiful papers, says Lynn. Valerie says, oh, wow, the Snow Queen paper. I love these, says Sensational Sky. I love this collection, says Jessica. Gorgeous. That paper pack, oh, that's Laurel. I said that about the scrapbook pages. And Michelle Harris says, beautiful collection. Yeah, you are all loving that. Now, let me grab this. I haven't quickly picked this one up. I should have had it picked up and I didn't. The next one we're going to look at, and this Debbie is going to do some demos with this very shortly. And, oh yeah, it's all there. I need to just split it into three. Is our Venetian Grace Collection. Now, what I love about this is instead of making it one big collection, what we've done is we've broken it down into 3 smaller bundles. That means you can pick and mix and match. Maybe you don't use embellishments. Maybe you've got a craft room full of embellishments, so you're going to pass on that one and just buy the tools and the paper pads. It's up to you. You know, you can now make it as you want. Maybe you've got loads of paper pads and think, oh, but I do want the embellishments. You buy what you want. So this is our beautiful Venetian Grace. It was just launched this last week, about a week ago. And you're going to have things like this gorgeous Rialto bridge. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. It reminds me of down in Oxford. There's a bridge between 2 buildings, isn't it, that's supposed to represent something. Like the Bridge of Sighs or something, I don't know, but that reminds me of that as well. Harmonious Harp, I love that. I love the perspective you're going to have on these as well. Then you've got the Little Cherub, which is stamp, which is falling off, and die set, which is gorgeous, modelled on our Leanne's granddaughter. Then you've got your Renaissance frame. Now, as I said earlier, this is a cut and emboss frame. So once you've cut that through, with that rubber embossing mat, you will then put it over the back and then run it through again, and all of that detail will pop out. So yeah, if you're going to ink it like Debbie did earlier, then make sure you use your rubber embossing mat that comes with your machine. Then you've got your ornamental frame. This isn't a cut and emboss. This is a 3 die set to cut out the frame or give you a matte layer. Ooh, we've got the Renaissance border and corners, so that's going to go gorgeous. And look, it will go so well with the Renaissance frame as well. So everything works together. We've then got the Opulent Grace 2D cut and emboss folder. So that is going to look beautiful. So it will cut out that aperture in the centre, just like there. And the final element in this bundle is your moment in time stamps. What gorgeous one. Really lovely, heartfelt sentiment about now, about this moment, about being aware of now. You are the music to my heart. I have faith in you. Moment in time, love, faith and hope. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you want that, today's price is £60 or $80, but the most important price down here is your platinum price of £48 or $64. That is for your 8 stamps, 12 dies, and your 1 cut and emboss folder. So, lovely bundle. Now, there might be that you want to add in, or you want instead, the paper pads. This is gorgeous. It's a 4-piece collection, so you're going to get 2 pads of 36 and 2 pads of 24. So that's 120 sheets in total. Absolutely brilliant. Look at these papers, but look at the reverses as well. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous images. And again, in here, start looking in and seeing that imagery inside the designs. They are so, so beautiful. Look at the floors. Look at that. You've got the little cherubs all floating around in that one. You've got the gorgeous buildings. That one, to me, I just want to part that foliage and walk through. It just makes you want to, or go through on your gondola. Part it and go through. What's this one doing? Look at that. It's like a gorgeous ceiling with the cherubs and the florals. Beautiful colour palette. Really, really is. And then the next one, another one with a gondola on. And then just trying to whisk through those. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Don't forget, everyone, you've got the beautiful background paper. and that, I just think the colours on there are gorgeous. 36 sheets, 12 designs, 3 of each. You're then going to get the exact same ones in your 6x6. Always very useful, because if you're doing something where you need a smaller piece, it means you've got the smaller print, you know, the smaller flowers. Maybe you want it behind an aperture, you know, so you could actually get that behind the aperture, whereas if you do it on the 12x12, that would be too big. You're going to get that. You're going to get your multi-sheet vellum stack, 12 designs, 2 of each, 24 sheets, 150 GSM vellum. I can never get over the quality of the vellum Crafter's Companion uses. It is a cut above everybody else's. It's such a high quality. And then you've got your 24 piece of luxury linen cardstock, 6 colours, 4 of each. Now, if you want all of those today, £45 or $60, but your platinum price is £36 or $48. So that is lovely, and it's up to you how many of those that you order today. And then I can breathe in a minute. The last bit we're going to look at is your embellishment collection. So this is your shimmer ink pads, pink, blue and gold, and you saw when Debbie used these earlier, they are pigment ink pads. They are so juicy and they add so much shimmer as well. Blend them, you can heat emboss with them, all sorts. You're going to get your 12 tassels. Mine are looking a little bit, sorry, they're getting a bit scrunched up. Love the colour palette. And your 100 gems. I'm going to leave it there. 100 sparkly gems. Let's leave it at that bit for now. So there we go. And our Debbie is going to show you this.
Yes, I am.
Action.
The Rialto bridge I'm going to use.
Rialto bridge.
And also I'm going to use that gorgeous edgeable one, which is the Renaissance border and corner die set. I'm only going to use, though, this particular one here. And then the rest you can use for other projects, but I just want to use this as an edgeable. It is a fabulous die set. It is, as well, one of those dies that creates the outside edge, and then just lots of... where we talk about the embossing, when you use your embossing mat, lots of areas that don't have a raised element because it's to be embossed, and that's when you'll use your purple shim, or if you've got your Gemini tool, your raspberry shim. Now, my cardstock started life as 6 inches, because this is just a shy over 6. So it's 6 inches by 11 inches, and I've scored this at 2.5, 3.5, 7.5 and 8.5 to create this, because I'm going to do what we call a bridge fold card. So I'm actually going to have my bridge being the bridge fold. So I thought it looked really nice. I did this somewhere else and everybody loved it, so I thought I'm going to repeat it because it's absolutely beautiful. So again, you can see that lovely shape that it creates. Now the edgeable part is going to come in down either side. Now whenever you're using it, remember where your outside cutting edge is. So I know that the outside cutting edge is on this part. This is the bit that stays connected into the cardstock, and I'm just going to line it up. Now let me grab my plates. So if I pop in my platform, and I'm going to use my plates. Now normally with the Gemini Junior plates, we've told you with the new Gemini you can absolutely put it in any old dowel, but I am going to go to the traditional side with this because I will just use just a fraction of the plate. So I'm going to hold that down one side, hold it down the other, and then I'm going to run that through now. Now I'm going to try it without the magnetic shim this time, so I'm going to come in and run that through, and I'll know if it's cut because there is more embossing than there is die cutting with this one. So sometimes you don't necessarily need the pressure, and I think that's okay actually. So I think that did what it needed to do, and I'll soon tell when I take that off. Yeah, it's fine. That's absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do is, before I take the die out, I am going to peel that back, both sides, but I'm not going to take it out. I am going to turn it over. And we're going to now put the rubber embossing mat. So again, I'm just going to pop it in like so. If you don't want it to move, you can tape it down on this side. It's not going to affect it too much.
That's a waste, isn't it? So
yeah, it's fine. So this is when we'll bring in our rubber shim and
I
pop in that
rubbish shim then.
a rubbish shim.
Even Dean thought he heard you say the rubbish shim.
The rubber shim is what I'm popping on there, not the rubbish shim. It's not a rubbish shim whatsoever. Just feels weird though in this machine now to put it in the way that we would with the original Gemini.
Yeah.
I find it really weird because I'm so used to just putting it in like the normal, you know, the normal way. It's lovely to be able to do that. This will just finish off that lovely embossed detail. Now, if I take that off for a second,
Oh, there you go, perfect.
you can already see it, can't you?
Do you also find that if any bits maybe hadn't cut through totally, they just finish off, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. It can act as that as well. Yeah, you're right there, Corrine. It can do that. So if you feel like it hasn't cut properly, but you know it's cut majority, yeah, it can finish that off in terms of when it's embossing. I'll show you the rubber embossing shim, because people always say to me, how come it hasn't cut?
It doesn't.
Well, it's thinner. It's thinner than your. This is a thinner, more pliable than the magnetic. So this is why you need this one. Now, if I turn that back over, just move those out of the way. I'm going to now, I can remove that if I want to, but I'm actually going to ink through it as well. So I've taken one of the shimmer inks, me and these shimmer inks. I keep getting drawn to the pink for some strange reason. I don't know why.
Can I just ask, Lynn's come through with a question. Advice, ladies, so you put the edge of the die against the cardstock.
The edge of this die.
I think that must be what she's talking about. I think so.
Yeah, because I'm wanting to create an edgeable, which is, this die can be used in so many different ways, and I'll show you why I've popped it onto right up to the edge in a second, because for this style of card that I want to create a beautiful decorative panel edge, rather than use it. I mean, that could be used on the bottom of a box lid. So if I turn it around in a second, I'm going to be careful because I've got ink and I want to just ink through there. Going in, I keep doing it. It's because they're really juicy ink pads. That's what the thing is with these.
Sticking to your daubers, isn't it?
Yeah, sticking to my daubers. But if I just take that off, let me just remove the excess, because I want to create this. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm just going to poke out all the waste bits.
We could see they were cut. Sometimes they just hang on, don't they?
Yeah, some do, yeah, and because I didn't use the magnetic shear, it's the same with any of your Geminis, longevity of your plate. Sometimes you don't need the extra pressure, where we think, we talk about it being an intricate die. It's fairly intricate, it's not overly, but it's got more embossing to it. And you can see that lovely edge. And that's why I've placed it up to the edge, because my style of card, I wanted to create this.
Yes.
This edge.
You didn't want to lose cardstock effectively.
No, if I'd have placed it the other way around, it would have cut away and I would have been left with the scallop edge and a separate die piece down here. So that's why whenever you look at an edgeable, you look at it and you see where the outside cutting edge is and then place it on your die. And then you're just going to repeat it on the other side. So the same as what I did there.
Yeah.
Repeat it onto the other side.
Can I just suggest you always clean the ink off your die before
Always clean your ink off your die, because I've noticed with the Rialto bridge, I don't think someone did, because there's still some of the gold on there. So I think this studio one.
But it will then make your plates mucky and your rubber embossing
exactly, and you'll transfer the ink. So you don't want to transfer that ink. So you do want to get a little wipe and just clean it, because I've used it as almost like a stencil. I've used the die as a stencil to create that inky. But literally, absolutely gorgeous. And you can see now with the style of card that I've gone, and with the both sides, I'm going to reinforce my score lines, because that's another thing when you pop your die through, you do need to pop your bone folder back down to create the fold and get that sharp. That's why I didn't bother too much with it when I first put them in, because I knew it was going through the die cutting machine, and it's a waste of time. Don't make it hard work for yourself. But you can now see you've got this lovely edge panel, and that's why I placed it on the edge. And then I'm going to use some of the most glorious, I mean glorious, and when I say that water looks like real water,
isn't that
when
beautiful?
you get this pad home, you're going to understand what I mean by it. It's almost... I can't believe we've actually been able to put reflective ripples in from into this pad.
The pink as well. The
Stunning.
pink paper.
Absolutely.
Just the plain paper matches so beautifully.
Honestly, Corrine, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It's such a beautiful collection. It really is. A very romantic collection, but a beautiful colour palette as well.
Venice?
You what, sorry?
Have you ever been to Venice?
No, it's one place I want to go.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
Try and persuade my daughter to go with me. My eldest daughter, I'm trying to persuade my eldest daughter if she'll go with me. I don't know if she's been to Venice, but I want to go. I definitely want to go. I think I need to do a bit of a beach holiday though first, although that's the plan. A beach holiday first, just so I can have a bit of a, what's the word?
Chill.
Chill, recharge the batteries. shut the world out and just sit in the sunshine, although I won't be sat in the sunshine because I am a little bit allergic to the sunshine.
Aye.
I know that sounds bizarre. I have to wear a high factor, especially on this.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, because I can suffer quite badly.
See, I'm just like a sun lizard. Sun comes out and that's it, I'm there.
I remember the days when we were down at the other place, and I always used to catch you and Miss Wheeler outside, sunning yourselves.
The judge would be on,
Yeah.
and I would be sitting outside between shows.
Cooking
in the sun
oil on you.
lounger. Yeah.
Oh, you two will loved your sun, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
I were always in a cool corner in shade.
No. As soon as
no, I
the
do
sun's
love
out,
the
if
sun.
it's lunchtime, I said, Colin, no, we're going to eat al fresco today.
Yeah. I do miss that place. I do.
Yeah. I love being outside, though, when it's nice weather.
Yes,
And
yeah.
my husband's created me such a beautiful garden this year. It is absolutely stunning.
You lucky
it
thing,
really
you.
is.
Now you can see that's starting to come together. However, I need something to join to
Bridge
make
it.
that bridge fold, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the Rialto bridge, and I'm going to come in now and we're going to do a die cut. Now this again has got a lovely die cut piece, but it's also got some, and it's worth doing it, some nice little features with embossing. So right down here, you've got this embossed detail. So exactly what I did with the rubber embossing mat, cut it through first and then emboss it, and you'll end up with, and I've done it twice, so I've created a white one and a black one because I'm going to do a little bit of a shadow drop, and I'm going to place that over at just at a little tiny angle. I am going to use my dotty tape pen. So
Do you know, I've learned to do such a gentle drop shadow since being here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
much more, I think being here at Crafters has taught me how subtle your drop shadow can be. I think I used to do them far too chunky.
Yeah, it's just a fraction. And it can work either way. So you can either drop it to the right, drop it to the left, drop it down, or drop it, or up, actually. Depends where you think your light source is coming from, to be fair. I am going to do the slightest again, and I'm just placing, and I do it by section by section, rather than trying to get it down in one fell swoop, just so I can manipulate it where I want it to be. I'm not too concerned about the bottom bit, it's just this area that I wanted to create it. I've actually put some red liner tape onto here because it is only a thin end, this bridge, and because I'm using it as a bridge to bridge the card together, I need to make sure I've got a super strong adhesive on there.
Perfect.
So I'm using red liner tape, and I'm going to place it down. So I'm going to position this now, so I think I'm going to have it about 3/4 of the way up.
Right.
And I'm just going to, before I actually stick it down, I'm just going to bring my card so I can, you know, look at it of where I want that to be. So I
make
think,
sure the middle's in the middle and things like
yeah,
that.
I just want to create a little bit. Let's have a little look. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. Let me just make sure that actually you need to make sure.
What did you not do?
I didn't want to make, I want to make sure that I can fold it, so you just pull it down either side. So I'm not going to go too, red liner tape's wonderful stuff, but
Oh, well done.
it's absolutely fantastic glue. It really, truly is an amazing dry glue, but it is super, 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 super strong. So you can see now I've got my bridge holding that fold together, and then I'm just going to finish that off with a little tassel. Gotta have a little
lovely.
tassel. My little bow, because I do love a good bow. I don't know about anybody else, but I think a bow finishes your cards off. Look very pretty, and I do love my bows. So I'm going to hold that up a little bit so I can have it just dangling just below, and then pop that down. And rather than having to put some messy glue on, I've popped a bit of glue at the back of my, and I'm going to trim that actually. Let's trim that off. Trim it off at an angle, but careful not to cut your card, Debbie. Careful not to cut your card.
It's so much easier to cut it off afterwards, isn't it, than try and hold things that are just...
Yeah, definitely. There we go. So hold that there. And then lastly, use one of those lovely sentiments, and I mean beautiful sentiments. And I love this one because just breathe. You'll never live this moment again. It's, it's just beautiful.
That is a lovely sentiment.
Honestly, it's just absolutely a lovely sentiment. And I keep getting drawn to this one. There's so many sentiments in that collection, but I get drawn to this one every single time. And I just think it is beautiful and heartfelt. And I'm just going to pop that there and then finish off with some of those, how do we say it again, Corrine? Aurora.
Some shiny gems. I Charlotte said it straight off then, didn't she?
She did it really well. We could do with your voice coming into the studio to help me and Corrine out with that one.
Yeah.
Because we all, I think we all
Borealis.
struggle with that one.
I think
There
you've
we go.
struggled more since I've messed it up for
Yes,
you.
because I got it right this morning. I can't, since this morning, I can't do it.
That
But
is
there
so
you
pretty.
go. And matching those colours. And I did choose a ribbon out of my own crafty stash. I know there's no ribbon in this collection, but absolutely just choose those little extra embellishments, that tassel, that sentiment, the bridge holding that bridge together, that bridge card together, and those papers. And it just is just absolutely stunning. And of course, you've got your lovely river with your flowers and your canal boat just at the very top in the background as well.
Absolutely gorgeous. There is so much love for this collection, as there was for the Snow Queen. Michelle Harris said beautiful collection. Kathy Wright said she can't wait until the 10th as she needs this new set in her life. That's the Snow Queen. I just had a look and it's our Sarah on Wake Up Call
She is, yeah.
and the launch.
Yeah,
because
she's
Lily
going
will
for
come in-
both, yeah.
Lily will come in the evening.
Yeah.
Sensational Sky says, I love the Venetian and the Snow Queen collections. These are definitely at the top of my list. Kathy Wright says, love the Venetian collection. Mine is on its way. So excited. Well, hopefully Debbie's keep whetting that appetite for you. Oh, Lillian, she says, it's raining cats and dogs in London and it is dark like winter. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Keep your rain down there, though, thank you. Jeffrey Langley says, good evening, Corrine and Debbie and all the great CTV crew and folks here. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. Valerie says, thank you, Corrine, for realising I was hungry or hangry versus angry. Autocorrect is a pain, don't we know that? Lynn was thanking you for coming up answering that question. She said that was really useful. She's learnt that. Stephanie says, afternoon, Debbie, Corrine, CCTV and crafters everywhere. Hope the 4th is with you for everyone celebrating. Oh, the papers are the bomb. That is about the Snow Queen. Lynn Moore says, I don't like the sun and can't cope with the heat, but the only place I want to go in the world is Egypt. You're going to get a bit of sun and a bit of heat. There we go. Barbara says, sorry I'm late. I was playing with my wildflower collection and lost track of time. Well, if that's your excuse for being late, we will forgive you. We will forgive you. That is lovely, says Sue Benson. Stunning card, says Jessica. Beautiful card, says Carlotta. Jane Adams says beautiful card. Lois says beautiful card. Thank you, Debbie. So lovely and beautiful sentiment, says Lynn Morton. Hannah Gosling-Smith says, all I can think of is how the tiny little card people can make it from one side of that card to the other safely. Over that little bridge, there we go. Oh, good call, Lisa. I can see using this bridge with our beautiful Snow Queen coming up behind her, looking like she is walking up. That's what it's about. It's not about necessarily keeping all your collections isolated. Oh, that's Snow Queen, and never shall the twain meet with, like you say, the Venetian Grace. Because you wouldn't think Snow Queen and Venetian Grace, but actually when you start looking at it, and the gems from Venetian Grace will go beautiful on the Snow Queen. You're going to be able to mix and match, absolutely gorgeous. And the other thing you might want to mix and match across both collections is your pick of the day today. So this is our tri-blend markers, the 24 pens that you're going to get today for £55 or $80. You're saving $24.99 or $39.99. £1 a pen, $1.50 a pen. Your platinum price is even better at £44 or $64. You've got double points just down there. And remember, for this or for anything else that you're buying today, try using the code SUMMER, SUMMER, and you will be able to get $5 off. That would drop this to £39, $59 and make them half price. That is brilliant. Quick look at the colours, but you've seen them so many times. Most gorgeous colours, 3 colours in every pen, giving you 72 colours in all that are going to blend together in that tri-blend collection. Gorgeous. So how about that? Right, now, if you want the best price, to get that down to platinum price and then be able to get the summer code off as well, you need to be in Club Inspire. Here's a little VT about how you do that.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetates, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, dry blend, brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and dry blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue, applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, a big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, bottle dice and zinc trays, mitre tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape, paint brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spell quick tray, ink pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft pads, full press, sparkle pots, Centura, pan and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, ultimate first compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget discovery kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Do you know, we've seen that. I don't know how many times I've seen that, so many times. It's so clever. Ben is so clever. He writes these all himself. But as you know, we've talked about, in our ear, we have Dean. He's a new producer. And that's the first time he's seen that. And it's like watching it anew. It's like watching it for the first time. Because all I've been able to hear all through that is Dean chuckling and laughing and going, oh my, you know. It's just like watching it afresh when you hear somebody else see it for the first time. But he's so clever, is our Ben. Really clever. Right. We're going to do another quick preview, and then we can get back into our last demo. Now, this is something that I'm actually coming back up to show you on Sunday as a first look. So this is our glitter paste, stencils and glitter glue. And I'm going to be doing this at 2 o'clock on Sunday, just for 1 hour, because it's a special show on Sunday night. So I've only got an hour, so I'm going to try and get through as much as I can showing you this. But this is just a preview, so if you want to see a bit more, tune in on Sunday at 2. But if you want to be able to buy this, tune in on Tuesday the 11th with our Leanne. She's here all day. I mean, why would they not give this to Leanne? I mean, it's just made for Leanne. So these are your glitter glues. This one is... does it say, they've got a colour, they haven't got a name to them. I'm trying to see this one. I can't see. Glittering Ballroom. They look, those big letters, the biggest letters on the front. There you go, Glittering Ballroom. You've got like navy blue, a lovely ice blue, and a sort of goldy colour. I now know it. Look, Festive Frost is your red, green and white. Then you've got your sparkling florals. Can you imagine if Debbie had had that when she was doing that wisteria today? I think she'd have been using that. Now, Snow Queen. There you go, Precious Pastels. That is being made to go with Snow Queen collection. I know you've got another white, but this white's got a lilac in it. So if you look at them, they are slightly different. So this white is Sparkling Ice. And then you've also got 3 packs of your sparkling ice in there, whereas that one is Lavender Dream. So you can see they're all slightly different. So those are your 5 packs of your glitter glues. So if you want those, you'll be able to pick those up on Tuesday. Sorry, I can't even pick those up. And then, I'm going to show you these. Glitter pastes. Oh my goodness me. I'm coming to show you a first look of these. I'm going to open this. I mean, look at that. Our Charlotte's going to come in on there. It's a gorgeous paste. Look at that. I'm holding that. It's not moving. So this is going to go through your stencils. Look at that. Oh, that's not coarse at all. Nope. I have never known a glitter paste. That is. Yeah, but it's not coarse at all. It's got a lovely carrying medium. Now, let me just wipe that off before it goes absolutely everywhere. Gosh, I used such a little bit, it's dried instantly. Okay, you have got Poinsettia, Fairy Lights, Holly and Ivy, Snow Angels, Ice Dance, and Silver Bells. Now, if you did buy the glitter paste that we did earlier on the year, these are different colours. So this is perfect for that. But look, this is probably very similar to the most popular one we did last year, earlier in the year. We didn't do Snow Angel, but we did something fairly similar that flew. So this is the one that if you put it over any of your colouring mediums, anything you covered, it's still going to show through because it's going to come out more as a sort of opaque glitter. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I'm supposed to be opening those, but I have. They're for me on Sunday anyway. There we go. So you're going to get a choice of 6 of the glitter paste. Again, I don't know what the bundle configuration is. They're probably still having a think about that. But if you've got glitter paste, you need somewhere to use them. And we have got our Holly Jolly Christmas. So you've got, look at this. Look, you've got the 8 by, I think that's 8 by 8, so that comes out about 7 by 7. You've got the icon and you've got the border. Look at these, aren't they beautiful? Those colours work so gorgeous. Wow, feeling festive. I mean, look at that. Look at that. This glitter paste is just coming through these beautifully. You've got the bauble, and look, you've got Santa on his sleigh. Absolutely gorgeous. They've used that blue on there. That would be gorgeous. Oops, I put that one upside down. Then you've got your graceful snowflakes, and they are, look at that. How about imagine doing that in different colours, almost like your ombre.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I'm loving this, and I love that border, which if you dry it, you can repeat it as well, but you'd have to dry it in between. And then finally, you've got your Christmas poinsettia. Look at that. Oh my, that is beautiful. I've got to go home. Tomorrow, my job tomorrow was to get my demos ready for first look for this, but I'm absolutely blown away. Look at that border. If you want to put it, wrap it round something, put it on vellum, wrap it round. Absolutely gorgeous, but that's just them flat. Debbie, how can they be used?
Honestly, and do you know what I love about the stencils? We make those stencils to make it really easy. So normally with stencils, with any glitter paste, they're really, the image is close to the edge. Yeah. We've given you that lovely deep border so that you can get your paste down really quite easily without smudging. And Leanne's going to have the time of her life, but take a look at some of these amazing samples that our lovely Nicole's done. Nicole is just a joyous crafter. She's one of the most talented women in the world when it comes to designing for us. I absolutely love her work. It is just incredible. The stencils are incredible, but the paste is something else. It is beyond divine.
Wow.
When I use these pastes, I love mixing the colours and creating lovely ombre effects. Look at that. It is
beautiful.
stunning. And it is, the glitter paste is that strong glitter. It's like a glitter glue that it dries really hard because of that glue substance in there. But absolutely, that is just divine. Absolutely gorgeous. That's your glitter pastes and your stencils. Your glitter glue, I love these. These are the ones that you're going to add the embellishment to. So they're going to be the little things that you embellish. Absolutely gorgeous. Whether you've got something from an older collection, but you just want to highlight and pick spots off there. I said pick spots, that sounds gross, but I don't mean pick spots. I mean picking up pieces.
Highlight.
You know what I mean, highlight. That's exactly it. This gorgeous feather that came from the Angel collection, can you see that twinkle? That's because we've used the glitter glue with it. Absolutely beautiful. The snowman, this is one from our original snowmen that we did about a year or two ago. Taking little areas and highlighting and accenting, because that is what these are about. And it doesn't have to be Christmas. That has all been picked and highlighted and accented with that gorgeous glitter glue. The butterflies, that's exactly what Sandy's done with those. Nicola has taken some of our lovely skeleton dies and filled in the centres. They're absolutely beautiful. It's going to be like a glitter frenzy, isn't it? Did you say next Tuesday?
Tuesday, all day with Leanne. She's in for all 3 shows.
The lucky devil.
I know.
The lucky devil. That's all I'm going to say, because these are just right up my street. I love anything that sparkles. I mean, again, I'm going to say it. I'm going to predict another we're spoiling you next week. 2 massive launches. The
I
Snow
think there's
Queen
launches
and then
most every day. So Monday is Sarah, Tuesday is Leanne, Wednesday is Sheena. I'm in on Thursday, and then I don't know who's in after that. I haven't looked after that, so yeah, we'll have to have a look. Might be you?
I think it might be me. I'm not
You're
sure.
in on Friday,
I think
possibly.
it could be me. I can't remember. I think. Do you know? I
Do you
can't
know,
honestly.
do you know when? Because we're here, there, and everywhere. Do you sort of work just a couple of days ahead?
I try and plan a week ahead.
Yeah.
And
but
try
sometimes
because
you can't
sometimes
because we're on Tuesday today, so Friday of you're Friday.
I have
I'm
a feeling
Thursday.
it's Friday because
yeah,
I've been wanting to be on the Friday. Do you know the Friday fun?
Did you see last Friday?
What is it called? Fun what?
Fun Time Friday.
Fun Time Friday. I've been wanting to do one. It's my first one next week. I can't wait. I did see yours. Oh my God, I fell about laughing. Not gonna lie.
Did you not see this week's just gone?
No, what was that one?
We had a singer in.
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, you've got to.
What do you have a singer in for?
Because she is.
Is she a crafter?
Yes, she is. She writes songs, and her song was "We Craft This House."
Really?
She was brilliant. She's off to.
I'm gonna have to watch.
She's off to Nashville.
What?
Off to Nashville.
How do we know someone like that could come in here?
She writes songs with Jenny.
She writes what?
Songs with Jenny.
Our Jenny?
Our Jenny, yeah.
Our Jenny writes songs?
Yeah.
Why do we only find these things out? Like,
There you go.
I didn't know Jenny wrote songs. Did you say Jenny sings?
I know. Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, I need to hear a little voice. She's got a lovely voice. She's got a lovely voiceover voice. I've seen when she does some of our promos. She's got a lovely voiceover voice. I didn't realise that. I think I might have to watch that show back. Didn't see that one. I didn't see that one because, to be fair, I was busy. It wasn't that I wasn't doing anything, it was just that I was busy because I can't watch 24/7. I wish I could, but I can't. Yeah, too much going off, but I will definitely go back and watch that.
Yeah, make sure you do. Now, I've got to look at this. I've got crying emoji. Corrine, I said this in the early show, but I don't think you saw it. I certainly didn't. If you say Aurora, boring, Alice.
Aurora, boring, Alice?
Yeah, there you go. You just said it right.
Boring, Alice?
Yeah, but say them together.
Boring, Alice. That's what I'm thinking of.
Aurora, boring, Alice.
Aurora, boring, Alice. Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that.
It works.
Boring Alice. I don't know anybody called Alice, actually.
No,
but I'm going to remember as boring.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to remember, because I can do me Aurora.
Boring Alice. There you go. There you go.
There you
well
go.
done, Lillian. We like that one. And she loves the pale blue glitter glue. It's like glacial ice. It certainly is. Oh, my, I need these, said Alicia. That's the glitter glues. Oh, yes, I definitely need to add these to the first collection. That's about the glitter paste. The bows, says Hannah. That's on the stencils. Very nice glitter paste colours and lovely stencils, says Lynn Morton. Kathleen White. I keep thinking I have enough, but really, Snow Queen, glitter glue and paste. How can I pass these up? They're for Christmas. They're investments. Yeah, that's how you do it, yeah. Carletta said, it is so hard waiting for things to launch. You wait till I give you a first look at those glitter pastes on Sunday, and then you're going to be saying, come on Tuesday, come on Tuesday. Silent Night sample is beautiful that Debbie just showed us, and Michelle loves that feather. Right, now, I need to crack on with this. I'm going to whiz through this, otherwise we're going to run out of time. And our Debbie wants to show you one last demo with this. This is the Twas the Night. Now, £103 or $125 worth of value. It's huge, but you're not going to pay that. You're going to be paying £30, $35. You've saved over 70%. Your platinum price is going down to £24, $28. Don't forget, if you've not used that code summer, use that £19, $23. That's all I'm saying. Now you're going to get all of this. And can I just say, the value in this collection is, I'm going to show you these two items first. Those two items are $14.99 each. So that is your £30. If you're paying the today's price of £30, it's the equivalent of build a stocking, which is absolutely fantastic, and build a sleigh, which I love. So if you imagine you've paid for those, you're not now having to pay for pine tree edge. So many collections with that. That stencil from those glitter paste doing Santa in the air would look brilliant. Your embellishments with the frosted berries, the normal berries, and the fir cones. The ribbons, remember, if you the equivalent of buying those first two, you're not paying for any of these. You've got St. Nicholas. He's such a traditional Christmas Santa, isn't he? Absolutely beautiful. You've got music and swirls, which, as I said before, I think is so Christmas, but beyond Christmas as well. There is no holly, no ivy, so you're going to be able to use this. This is so perfect for me, for my daughter who's a musician. I just think that would work brilliantly. Decorative frame is the next one, which is absolutely gorgeous. Again, all year round with all those embellishments. Festive foliage, which is your builder poinsettia, which I just love. I love anything poinsettia. You know me with my flowers. Christmas Eve. Look at that, the anticipation, the excitement. I can still remember it when I was little. Stockings by the fire, another one. Stockings by the fire, the fire is actually only a small bit. I just love the Christmas tree, beautiful. A cut and emboss folder, which is brilliant. So it's going to cut the windows and it's going to emboss the brickwork all the way around. And finally, wow, look at how much you're getting without having to pay for, is your double-sided 6x6 paper pad. And look at all of these scenes you're going to get in there. I'm struggling to show you this because this one has been well loved and bits are falling out. And it's a foiled paper pad as well. Look at those border strips. £24, $28. Make sure you pick this up. It's one of our top sellers today. And Debbie has got 15 minutes tops to get us through a demo, please.
Well, I can cheat and do Blue Peter style, can't I? I can. I've got little bits ready. But what a go. I mean, I am trying to get my head around the price of that. I know. Because that's a lot of stamps, a lot of dies, a lot of papers.
Yeah.
She gets a full pad. Bossing folders. That's a lot in there for that. That, for me, is absolutely amazing. One of my favourite pieces in there is this gorgeous frame. I love this frame. And I'm telling you, this frame doesn't scream Christmas. This is something you're going to use all year round.
That's what I was saying.
But honestly, absolutely beautiful. And the thing is you can keep it solid, which is what I'm going to do. But we've actually put another die in there for you. So you can actually create a little aperture, because also in that die set, I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's already giving you that is brilliant enough. But then there's the poinsettias in there, the ribbons, the bows, the
fir cones.
Thank you. And the extra bits as well.
You gave all one word there.
20 to 8 at night, that's about as much as I've got to give. Absolutely. I love this die set. It is divine. So let's go in and just cut that out. I'll just run a little piece. Oh, actually, yeah, stick that there. Now, it is intricate, so I am going to use my magnetic shim onto there and run that through my die cutting machine, she says. I've got everything surrounding me, so I'm going to be very careful because I've got cards galore, heat tools, I've got my glue gun, because is the accessory pack in there as well, Corrine?
Yep, certainly is.
Honestly, it's bonkers. No wonder this has been going nuts today. Absolutely amazing value for money to get ahead of your Christmas makes. And like we said earlier as well, we have always got new people joining us here at Crafters TV. I'm still amazed that not everybody knows we're actually here, because we all shout about it from the rooftops, but we do literally get new people joining us all the time. don't tell Tracy, will you? I didn't mean to, but I just couldn't get into packaging, so I've had to rip it
You've
again.
really had a go at the packaging
Yeah,
today,
so I
haven't
will hold my hands up those, because you know when people will go, who are we going to blame, who are we going to blame? You can absolutely blame me for that, for those two today. Only those two, because that's the only two that I've done. But isn't that the most delightful, beautiful frame?
But like you say, there is nothing on there. You couldn't do it on an Easter card, a Mother's Day card, or anything, is there?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
pretty.
And all I've done with that, Corrine, is I've just inked it over with a little bit of seal brown.
Ah, right,
Just
yes.
a tad. And you can see the difference between
It
the
does,
two.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it just gives it a little bit of a vintagey kind of look, a little vintagey kind of feel. So that's my beautiful piece. And I've actually used that inner die to create a little piece to sit out so it sits in the centre.
yes.
Rather than using it as an aperture, I just wanted to use some of that 6x6 paper to give it a little bit of, and I'm using the side that matches the ink just to give it that slight lift and pop that down. So we've got that already. I've actually got my card base and I have used some of our Centura Pearl, do you know the cherry red?
Oh, my favourite red.
Oh, I love the red. That cherry red is just divine. And use one of the papers again in there. And I'm just going to pop that onto, and this is a 6, yes, because I always make mine just under 6x6. So it's actually from an A4 piece of cardstock, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 square. So it'll fit into a 6x6 inch envelope.
And it means you can still use your 6x6 paper pad.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it, Corrine. That's exactly why I did it. So I literally pop that into there, and then I've got myself another little panel that I'm going to use, and some of those musical notes, which is a flip reverse of one of those papers, and again just mounted it onto. Do you know what? I think I might lift it off. No, I'll lift my frame off. I'll keep this flat. I'll not raise it too much, and I'm just going to pop that going about 3/4 of the way down. Like so. I'm going to pop some foam pads just onto the back of my, and if I can remember what I've done with, getting ahead of the game, I've packed them away. Pop my foam pads to give it a little bit of a lift. And then I'm going to think about what I'm going to use in the, I've said the centre, but just to give it that little lift. And you know, I've said this, and I haven't seen a stamp that's topped it yet. It's my favourite Father Christmas stamp.
St. Nicholas.
Yeah, honestly, I just love it, Corrine. I think it's because it's how I've always pictured Father Christmas.
Yeah, traditional, isn't it?
Very traditional. So I've just stamped him up. Now, he doesn't have a die to fussy cut, so you're just going to take little scissors. But you're going to colour him in. Now, I genuinely don't have time to colour him in. I've just used my tri-blends, deep red, the brown, I think it's my earth brown, that one that I've used, and then a little bit of the fair skin, and then the ice grey, and use the darker of the tones. But literally, it goes from like a flat image. The minute you add colour, it lifts, it gives him life.
All of those can come out of our essentials box, which is our pick of the day.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's honestly a fabulous pick of the day, that it really is. I think I'm going to pop a little foam pad or two behind my Father Christmas. Now, because I've raised this, I need to think about when I'm popping him on. If I just raise him with one piece, it won't sit right. So I'm going to pop 2 pieces on there just to give it that extra lift. So I'm going to just double layer my foam pads.
Yeah. So the first one's bringing it up level with the top, and the next one is raising it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not compromising that first layer that I've put down. So again, I'm just going to take off the back. And then just pop that on so it gives him, and I'm going to kind of frame him just there, but it gives you that little bit more depth and dimension. I haven't compromised anything with my layers just by double foaming, double padding, double foaming. That's the one.
I like that one.
We'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. And then lastly, I've used the script, and again, I've just stamped it out into some of the water reactive, this is actually seal brown from the pigment, and then just sandstorm, that's right, isn't it? That's the colour. Sandstorm, thank you, Corrine. It's getting late, isn't it? Do you know when you start to struggle with your words? Although, I say that, I think I struggle with words all the time, so I don't know why I dare say that at this time of night. Just popping that onto there, into that background piece, and then I'm going to finish it off with some embellishments. Now, I have popped my glue gun on, and I'm going to add my little berries and my little pine cone, And I'm going to pop that on, and it's going to be... Now, if you were gifting this to someone, you definitely have to put it in a box.
Yeah.
These are real, like, proper 3D embellishments, but they're absolutely fabulous. And you will need a good glue gun for this, and you can't ask for anything finer than our glue gun, because it's a hot glue gun, and you're going to place that on, and I'm using it just as an embellishment, and just for it to literally hold and set, and it only takes a couple of seconds. I'm going to just drop a little bit of glue. Now I'm taking care, you have to remember this is a hot glue gun. So I'm just going to drop a dollop, a blob,
A blob.
drop a dollop, what on earth? This technical term. I bet Dean thinks, what on earth have I come into with my with our technical terms? Because I know I'm not the only one, Corrine. Drop a blob. No, that doesn't sound right, does it?
You dropped a blob.
Drop a globule. I'm going to go with that one.
Oh,
a globule of glue. a glob.
That's even worse.
A globule. A bit of glue. A bit of glue behind the back to stick my 3D embellishments in.
Breathe, Debbie, breathe.
So
Aren't
there
you
you go.
Aren't you glad you have a 2-hour drive home when you don't actually have to use any words?
I don't have to talk to anybody. I can just relax the mouth and stop talking. Oh my God, by the time I get home, my son will be fast asleep, so it'll be even better because I can just chill and not have to worry about mixing my words up or anything until tomorrow.
That's it. Aren't those absolutely gorgeous? Now, if you want to make that or any of the other beautiful ones that Debbie has shown you, your platinum price today is £24 or $28. There is so much in there. Hi, Meredith says, I remember 'twas the night before Christmas was launching on a HSN while she was at Disney World. I still remember ordering it in line for Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe we should have that one day. Maybe one day we should have the most unusual place you have been whilst ordering from Crafters Companion or Crafters TV. Yeah, maybe we can have that as, maybe we'll have that as a challenge one day. Not today because it's nearly finished. Mary Pat 1000 says, I need to do some strategic planning. Oh, you sound like you're going into PowerPoint mode here or Microsoft project. So many great sales today and new releases right before payday. Decisions. I know, Mary Pat 1000, but we can only show you what we've got and then it's up to you what you get. Gillian Grady, can't wait for the glitter glues, paste and stencils. Lynn Morton said, that's the Father Christmas we grew up seeing. It certainly is. This is awesome collection, says Stephanie. Hannah says, did Debbie make the scroll or did it come from this set?
It was a scroll. So I've been doing some extra little bits we're doing some filming for this and I had that little scroll. So I've just added that in. But I mean, this is a big collection, let me tell you, for that price on the screen. So my little scroll was from the original 'Twas the Night. That one's just unfortunately gone, but I just popped that in there. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do a quick count up. I've got one more question to come through, but I want to get the count going, or the vote, that's the word. So we've got 3 projects. You did well. One from each of our launch party collections.
And we've done the previews, and we've done quite a lot, haven't we, actually, to be fair. Number 1 is the Choir of Penguins this time, not my dancing penguins, my Choir of Penguins. So that's number 1. Number 2 is my Rialto Bridge with the beautiful Venetian Grace. And number 3 is the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Ooh. So it's 3. I know it's a difficult one, this one.
Call it.
So it's 3, it's 2, or 1, you decide.
Everyone's loving the penguins, but I do like number 3. Patricia Powell's asked a question. Now this, we could actually do a 2-hour show on this question. What is Mount Board used for? Can you give a quick summary? What would you...
I use it for, so jigsaw dies, we've gone for those jigsaw dies,
Jigsaw
and that's American sale, 40%,
yeah.
They're perfect for that because you can mount your pictures on and it gives you the rigidity because it is it's compressed cardboard basically, but it's a nice, thick, chunky, you need a multimedia die.
Always.
Jigsaw. tick, tick, tick. Construction, so it's perfect for construction. I use it at home for my folio pad. So rather than, so I've made a folio in a craft along, but I used cardstock. But when I'm making them to gift to my family or friends, I make my folios with mount board as well. If you've watched Michelle with some of the amazing projects that she does, she uses it for construction, for boxes, and for other things that you need a little bit of sturdiness to. Mount board is actually, we underuse mount board. We don't give it the credit that it deserves. It's absolutely fabulous. Ask Sheena, because Sheena will tell you that a mount board you would use for a lot of your mediums. It's a fantastic one to have.
Mixed media?
I was just going to say, with your mixed media projects, absolutely as well, because it could be the base of something as well that you can then add to. Because I've done that before in the past. Rather than popping it onto a canvas, I popped it onto mount board and mounted it.
Pastes on and then,
yeah, absolutely anything you want. Mount board is an absolutely fabulous medium. It's not card, because obviously it's I said very thick. It's not like your grey board or things like that. But it's absolutely fabulous to use. So definitely try some and go back and watch some of those shows, because Michelle made some amazing products with them as well.
She did.
Yeah.
And if you did like those ideas, if you've got some mount board, this was Patricia, then we were showing you this morning, our jigsaw dies are in our 4th of July 40% sale. £7.79, have I got that right? I hope I have. We've got things like the speech bubble, we've got the butterfly, we've got the balloon, and the missing piece, and the star. Go and have a look. All of those are on our 4th of July page on the website. £7.79, I think it was. There we go. The jigsaws, each one. There we go. Right, I've got 2 more things to show you very quickly whilst that very close count is being counted. That very close vote is being counted, sorry. Now, this is your Christmas card stock pack, so bundle. So it is a brilliant price. You're going to get 30 sheets of our gold luxury cardstock, 10 of your encapsulated glitter, 10 of your mirror, and 10 of your satin board. And don't forget, you're also going to get these extra pieces just down here as well. As well as the gold, you're going to get that same configuration in your green, glitter, mirror, satin, and you're also going to get 10 of each of your red, glitter, satin, and mirror. That's going to make 90. The other 36 are going to be made up of this precious gold. It is a Centura pearl cardstock. Copper, gold, different golds, and look at that one. Look at the sheen on that. You could almost see my reflection back from the TV on there. Absolutely gorgeous. 36 sheets. Now, that should be $41.96 because you pay £10 for each of those, and I assume that must make that one just shy of £12. But not today. £25 for all of that, or $45. Platinum price, £5. £5. £5 and £5, giving you a £20 or $36. Out of this world deal. I think it lasts 24 hours. It probably won't last very long. Right, well, I have been proven to be very, very, very wrong today, because the winner of demo of the show is number 2. Right, I need that really quick, because we've got demo of the day. I forgot about demo of the day.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. So are you going to start with where we started this morning with the...
Demo 1 is the penguins. This is nice because we're going across lots of different ones.
Oh, yeah,
Demo 2 is the chinoiserie.
Yeah.
And demo 3, my friend over in the corner has, is the Venetian Grace. So 1, 2 or 3, please cast your votes and Olivia will count them up. We are literally going to be able to give you 2 minutes for that. So please, please vote nice and quickly. Okay, the final thing I've got time to show you tonight is your pop-up scene and pop-out character boxes. Now, if you've had these before and your cardstock's gone, your card blanks, your envelopes, your ribbons, your pearls, what else have you got? All of those sorts of things have been used up, then this is a refill price. These boxes retail at $24.99 all day long. £24.99, $24.99. Absolute brilliant value. But today, you're getting both of these boxes for £20 or $20. Platinum price, £16, $16. If you haven't used your summer code, that takes that down to £11, $11. It really is refills because you're going to get all the dies and the stamps, but then you can stock up on your card blanks, your envelopes, your ribbons, your coloured cardstock, your printed papers and your pearls to do this. So this is going to give, look back, we've done so many shows. So many shows. That was my Sean Connery. And these are going to do your pop-out scenes with the beautiful, beautiful papers, or your pop-out characters. Absolutely gorgeous. But £20, if you've got some grandchildren and you want to get them into crafting, buy this as a bundle, one present each, £10. I mean, they're going to love that and they're going to think it's the best present ever for you to get. So I would be thinking about that. That is definitely put them away for Christmas. Prices. Prices? Yeah, the prices are put them away for Christmas. Right, okay. Demo of the show actually reflects what everybody has been buying today. Demo of the show is the penguins, and that has been the most demo of the day. That has been the most popular item all day. So thank you so much. We'll make sure Debbie keeps the other one, but that will go on the board ready for Sunday when. Oh, we'll have to do that in my first look show because we're not going to have very many opportunities to demo on Sunday. So, yeah, we shall do that one then. Right, I'm leaving now, so's our Debbie.
Yes.
We think you're back.
I am definitely back next Friday.
A week on Friday or this Friday?
I've got Hobby Maker this weekend and I think it's definitely Friday.
A week on Friday,
here, and
yeah.
I'm not sure if I've got a new launch. I know I've got something Christmassy. Looking forward to it, whatever way. But yeah, absolutely been a blast today. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Corrine.
It's been a
lovely day. Thank you, Dean, as well, for your lovely laughs. And Charlotte, as always, because she's a beautiful soul.
And I will be back on Saturday with... Forgotten who I'm with on Saturday.
Oh, you with?
Am I back with... Who am I with on Saturday?
Jan's in on Friday. Is Lily in on Sunday?
Oh, I can't remember. I'm in with...
Becky?
Who's in? They're
Is it
looking.
Becky?
Oh, it's me and Becky all weekend. That's right. So we're doing
Sewing Saturday.
It's Becky's first Sewing Saturday.
Yes.
Make sure you tune. Oh, how could I forget that? It's me and Becky on Saturday, and then on Sunday it's Becky and me. So yeah, we're going to swap around on Sunday. Nearly forgot about that. So please tune in. And if you've enjoyed the first peaks of the glitter glues, the pastes, the Snow Queen, then make sure you tune in from Sunday night, then Monday and then Tuesday of next week, and we're going to show you all of those. So until then, thank you for your comments. There have been some lovely questions. We've really enjoyed answering those. You have a lovely evening. Happy 4th of July if you're celebrating. Enjoy those fireworks, and I will see you on Saturday morning. Night.